All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors and salutations to you, Akim, out there that's laboring in this truth and sincerity without wavering. And this show, we're going to call it This Just Hits Different, or This One Hits Different. And it's concerning, which is concerning the prophecies and this whole situation which you got with Russia, Ukraine, China, United States, the shortages, and the charagma, just dealing with those points as well as a few other things that's happening. All these things that are happening, which people, you got regular people that just continue like his business is usual, but and even a lot of brothers you talk to, they feel it in the air, man. You can feel it, definitely feel it in the air that this is a different time. I mean, yeah, we have rumors of wars, and there's definitely an order that events are going to happen. No prophecy is going to overjump the other prophecy. You know, so the nuclear destruction ain't going to come until the issuing of the Charagma. But they're at a point now, you know, by these with these different shortages, not even just food shortage, but shortages period, which of course they're gonna blame a lot of it to deal with the issues with Russia, what's happening over there, that's shaking up the economy. And I got a few articles and stuff. We don't hit the scriptures on it, but all that's gonna, I can see that easily being fueled, man. I can see that easily being fueled. You see what they're doing with the censorship, so to speak, which we've been telling you that it's going to come a time where they're going to do that, and now you see what they're doing. You can't even hardly say certain things, because why? Esau don't want us to tell you what it is, but through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, we're going to let you know what it is, man. Yeah, they definitely, the Quran was here, man. You see all the articles, even though we don't, the only reason why we don't do them unless we do them on like the Odyssey or other channels, Rumble or different type of channels, is because YouTube is, you know what I'm saying? They on these shit that they on. But at the end of the day, it don't matter, It doesn't matter. You can't stop prophecy. Matter of fact, let me pull that up in the book of Revelations. I mean Revelations, Romans 3. And actually, let me start with Isaiah 55th chapter. Then I'll go back into the article. Isaiah 55 and verse 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. Now this is what the Lord said, meaning his word, his prophecies. That's why we out there and we call ourselves prophets. Okay, because you got a lot of people that call themselves prophets and men of the Lord, but they don't acknowledge the words. All right, and you can't lean to your own understanding and think that there's a lot of false prophets, in other words. There's a lot of guys out there that's deceived. And a lot of these guys are going to be ashamed, man, because at the end of the day, the Lord, from the head elder apostles on down, and I'm just saying it straight, man, we got the truth, man. There ain't no different truths like, oh, well, you got the truth, but this guy got the truth, and another guy got the truth. No, there's only one truth. So that's why it has to be established where the truth is coming from. And the Lord is making it known. See, that's how you know who has the truth, if you're paying attention, because you had all these other guys out there, and even Israelites, right, different camps, and all the different names you want to starting with IUIC, ISUBK, GOCC, and a bunch of other different groups that splintered off. But at the end of the day, there's only one truth. All right, and see, these guys are teaching different things, and really a lot of them they're not teaching the scriptures, they're teaching you from their own heart. So, you know who the men of the Lord are. And at one time, none of them was talking about, we've always talked about, the Charagma coming. We've been ridiculed for it. And I don't mind bringing that up, because what happens is a lot of times people forget history. They forget things that happen. Like if you leave it to certain guys, I mean, I hate the call, but then again, I don't give a shit, But I'm trying to keep the bishop's name out my mouth. But but if you leave it to Nate, he'd act like he always was teaching about the Charagma. He'll act like he didn't say that it was a Christianity or an embargo. You understand? Like a lot of guys, they forget and they rewrite history. Nate, they try to clean up, talk about he always said it was a time of Jacob's trouble. No, you didn't. Everybody know, the whole world know. All right? Nate was saying that it didn't matter what the name of the Lord was. You could call him Yo Play. He made a joke saying supposedly with the Most High's name spelled, I think it was spelled wrong if I remember right, or backwards. Oh, we found, he made a parody of the Most High's name. Now he's saying the name Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You see what I'm saying? So these guys that act like they've been doing this all along, and this is what, like, whatever issues with the real prophets, the real men of the Lord, and these guys have been, because they refuse to return from those false teachings, man. So now they're gonna just jump on the scene, because that's Jake, man. Jake will sit there and act like they was always, that's how niggas is, man. See, because before you didn't see, now you can't help but speak about the prophecies. Everything that's happening, you'd be a fool to say that there's not the possibility of a nuclear war. You see? And then if you know the scriptures, you know that, yeah, there is going to be a nuclear war. And we always taught these things. They accuse us of fear-mongering. But we knew this. This is Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. We knew that the Most High said it, and we knew that this is not our rest. We knew that we're not supposed to sit there and have Jake getting comfortable. Let's get buildings, expand, be the biggest. Nah, the Most High ain't dealing with that wicked-ass church mindset, that whole house mindset, because that's what these so-called religious churches, that's how they mind thinks, man. And that's why the Most High said, many are called, but the chosen are few. The Most High is only dealing with a few good men, or a few elect men, should I say, because there's none good, say the Father, as the scripture says, because we're not called into this truth because of our righteousness, nah, because of the Most High's mercy and his purpose. All right, so it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. And I'm going to say this too, to a lot of, especially brothers, younger brothers, man, the script, matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to go a different way. This is for brothers, sincere brothers in the faith, right? It's a scripture in 1 Corinthians, I think it's the 12th chapter. It says, abide. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because there's a spirit going around, and a lot of brothers are flaking. But the scriptures say that, brothers are going to get offended, brothers are going to fall out, so, that's not that, not that we're we're tripping, or we don't know that, we're not aware of that, but you brothers better take heed, man. You hear the warnings coming from the apostles, the head of apostles on down, from all of us. We've been warning you, man. You got to fight and claw to stay in this truth. You brothers got to learn how to rebuke them spirits, and then you got to learn how to clean your shoes, man. Own up to your shit, man. Look yourself in the mirror, because the big, I've always said it. Of course, Apostle Gabar says it, always said it. A bunch of us always said it. The biggest battle in this truth is yourself. All right. So, and a lot of you brothers are not taking that battle on the right way. Some of you brothers are taking it like, this is a solo thing. This ain't no, look, man, it's a body. All right. It's a body. Yeah, everybody got to work out their own salvation. Another brother can't save another brother, but the Lord set up what? A body. Yahweh Shai said, he that gathereth not scattereth abroad. You got to be privy of that. So there is a body, especially if you call, because you got brothers wanting to go and do all this. There's a lot of camp hopping and everything, because why? The heat is turning up. Well, look, the heat is supposed to be turning up, man. Now, if there's a legitimate reason why brothers have to move or whatever the case is, of course, but you guys, it's becoming like a fad, and brothers thinking that that's just the answer, man. Because they might see certain other brothers, they might relocate or whatever, and then after, Jake is trendy, so they see other brothers doing it. But yeah, nah, look, listen, and I'm gonna tell you something. I've been wanting to leave the area that I lived in, man. All of the bishops and everything, we like, what the fuck we doing up here in Connecticut? We don't put, that's why we don't really hit the highways and byways like that, because most of the major cities we done shook the dust on, But the spirit of the Lord want us there. We gotta catch hell, man. You know what I'm saying? And we man, listen, man. Like, in other words, you got a lot of brothers that think that the move is, let me go move, across state, across to the other, from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the West Coast to the East Coast. Let me go move all these different places and either set their own camp up or join it. No, brothers, stay right where the fuck you at and deal, man. All right, this is 1 Corinthians 7:20. It says, let every man abide in the same calling wherein he was called, which is in his faith, in the truth, all right? Which is in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Like, don't waver outside of this truth. And then at the same time, if you here it is, if you catching hell, just keep catching hell. The scripture said, "Prepare thy soul for temptation." Ecclesiasticus, the second chapter, right? Art thou called being a servant? Care not for it. But if thou mayest be made free, use it rather. For he that is called in the Lord being a servant is the Lord's freeman. Likewise also he that is called being free is Yahweh Shai's servant. All right. Okay, so it says, ye are bought with a price, be not ye the servants of men. Yeah, this ain't a thing of men pleasing, or you got guys that they caught up. See, a lot of times guys come into the truth because they see men they like, oh man, he looks so holy, oh he looks so militant, Nah, it's about Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You see, it's not about men. Although you do have shepherds and there is an order, which is another thing, you brothers, and we're gonna say it, because it's not like the apostles, elders, or brothers could visit every camp out there. It's beautiful that there's other camps out there, but all you can is make sure that you establish the order. Make sure you have a curriculum through the Spirit where you have classes where brothers, set up classes. Make sure brothers are studying. Brothers know the scriptures, man. All right. All them videos that the apostles, elders, and brothers put out there is for your learning. It ain't for show. All right. It's for you learning. So take heed and get together, study the scriptures, quiz each other, ask each other. You got to quiz each other, man. That's one of the best teaching methods. Is quizzing people, like ask a brother. That's why you see sometimes in the past brothers used to ask apostles hard questions, and he'll throw it back on you. He said, "Look, you break it down. You tell me the answer, then get back to me, Or look, brother, what's this? He'll ask you a question instead of just giving, So you got to do this amongst these different classes, man. All right, I'm just telling you from my experience back in the days when I Spirit had me, at Apostle Ron, I was doing that. When I first came in. Well, actually, I was just asking him all kind of questions, because and he would just answer them. He would break scriptures down, show me scriptures and everything. Then he started, but he would quiz me too, just to make sure that I wasn't just, I wasn't, how would you say? He would make sure that I'm not just saying con, and I didn't understand what he said. So he would quiz me every now and then, throw it out at me. And I look forward to it. I love doing it. I love, when he used to question a lot of us, man. But then one guy got kind of offended. He was supposed to be a top dude, and then the apostle kind of chilled out for a minute. But that's the best way, brothers. All right. But anyway, it says, "You are brought with a price. Be not ye the servants of men, brethren. Let every man wherein he is called therein abide with the Most High." So I'm saying this to brothers that if you called into your camp, then stick it out with your camp, man. Don't sit there and turn your back on the brothers in your camp or abandon them just because you're catching hell. Open up to the brothers and figure out what you got to do. And at the end of the day, remember, brother, this is a thing of catching hell. The captain of our salvation was made perfect through what? Through suffering. So that's what this thing is about. It's about suffering, man. All right. So a lot of you brothers, mostly younger camps or whatever, but y'all got to get it up to speed, man, because we don't got time for all the. That's the other thing too. We ain't got time for all the games, all the shenanigans, And if you got guys that's resigning, here and there or whatever. Whoever want to resign, if it's 100 of you, just resign. Just leave. You want to do your own thing. Some guys got ulterior motives and don't think the Spirit is not on them. Go ahead. It's cool. You think the Spirit's on you, you want to, don't, by no means, this is not no coat or no church or no group where we're going to have brothers sitting there and coming. If you a sincere brother, we might check, make sure everything is good. But overall, look, if you want to leave out of the, because a lot of brothers can't take that heat. They claim to be so tough, big and tough, and claim they got thick skin, claim they've been through this and that. That's all bullshit, man. All right, that's just talk. That sounds nice, man. Because if you really had that character, you would be able to deal. And a lot of these guys are not dealing. And that's why a lot of guys want to get up and bounce and move to here and there, thinking it'll be easier. All right, there's a saying, the grass is not always greener on the other side. And my thing is, how would you want to leave the body of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai or the camp that you with to go with another camp or to go by yourself or go whatever? Just doesn't make sense. But anyway, back to the lesson. Okay, where we was at? Did we finish that? Bear with me. I'm gonna go to the action. I'm gonna go to the article. Pardon me, brothers. I'm trying to remember. I think I finished Isaiah. Well, let me read it again, just in case I ain't finish it. You know, Salakia, just bear with me. So this is Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereunto I send it. For ye shall go out with joy and be led forth with peace." All right, but that's, in other words, the prophecy. So we knew that the Lord was going to make good on his word. We just got it. Like, we're still waiting and being patient, even though, we ready, man, we ready to get up out of here, man. We crying out, we screaming, and, but we waiting at the end of the day, and we're still occupying, staying occupied with the Lord's work. And that's what it is in the nutshell. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So I'm going to go back to the article that I had. All right, and this is an article from, where did I get this one from? Newsweek. All right, as you see it, now this is going into the prophecy and showing you and seeing this all ties in, because this is what's leading to our salvation. That's why Yahweh Shai said, what? Watch as well as pray, man. All right, a lot of these brothers don't be watching, and there's a balance, because you got some brothers that are, like the scriptures say, eat enough honey that's sufficient for thee. You got some brothers that try to sit there and scrape the whole jar in one, drink the whole jar of honey. You're going to get sick. Then you're going to throw up. And that's why a lot of some of you guys be bugging out, because you were doing too much. All right. And you want to be this, you want to be that. This ain't about us, man. It's about this growing in this faith, man, which there are a lot of brothers that's growing tremendously, okay, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai. Then you got others that are just being knuckleheads or whatever. Then you got guys that are not, you're supposed to be motivated in this truth, man. You ain't supposed to be standing on the sideline. Or you standing on the sideline or whatever, then you might as well just pack it up, man. The Most High is not looking for cheerleaders, Most High is looking for doers, people that's going to do the work of the Father. That's what Yahweh Shai, our Lord, he said his meat was to do the will of the Father. So that's what we're supposed to be doing, all right? And in doing the work of the Father, it entails watching for the prophecies, okay? This is it says Russian state TV comfort viewers, because there's heavy war now. You got Russia talking about World War III, which in one of the previous shows I went to the scripture in Revelation, I believe it was the 9th chapter, it said the third woe cometh quickly, pardon me, right, in Revelations, and that's what's happening. Actually, I think that might be Revelations 11th chapter, but the third woe was, matter of fact, let me just go there real quick, just to, fact check. See, we the real fact checkers, man. These devils could never be the fact checkers. They always talk about fact checking. And only thing of fact checking is because I said so. That's their fact checking. I said so. Snopes and all that. No, that's whatever rhetoric that was written before that. They don't give you no receipts or nothing like that most times. And they just leave it at that. So they think it's their word. Look, first of all, man, we're the prophets of the Most High. We're the ones who will let you know what's fact and what's not fact. And believe it or not, okay? Not Ripley's, all right? But you could believe it or not, just like Ripley's, fuck it. All right, but now this is Revelations 11 and 14. It said the second woe is past. See, World War II happened. Woe means war. That's another word for war, all right, or destruction, all right, which happens during a war. I mean, you could go all into it. But the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. See, that's World War III. And that's why this thing is mounting up. You had the different rumors, the back and forth and everything. And this thing is about to really blow. Right now they're talking about they inviting Putin to the G20 and all that, right? But you know what it says in Thessalonians? Matter of fact, this is what they're trying to plan on doing after they, and we know that there's deeper things going on with these wars. We know wars. We know the distractions that they're putting out there. We know that they're hiding, because while everybody's talking about the stupid ass fake smack from Will Smith and Chris Rock, and they running with that, you got what? You got more gas. You got more shortages. You got more so-called bombings, more legislation. The Caragma, they're sitting there putting it in people. more and more while people are sleeping on all these things that are going to change the day-to-day life. They plan on doing away with the money system and bringing in this new electronic system, which is part of the beast. That beast system and the image is part of it, and you're going to need you're going to need that charagma to operate, to access it. I'm here in Texas right now, and I must have missed the show. I think the brother Yashwamba said he did a show on it. I didn't see it, which, there's a lot of videos that go out there, but I didn't see it. So we're in the Walgreens, and a lot of you brothers might have seen it, so y'all might have knew this, but the section where they keep the drinks, the refrigerators, they had like a digital screen, right, showing you can't really see what's in the refrigerator. It's a digital screen with the so-called produce, the whatever frozen meat dinners, the drinks, this, that, and the third, and they got a scanner to the right of it, right, which they say it's the wave your hand around, something like that. I forgot. I took pictures of it. But then they got some other scanners on the top that can scan your head. This is real shit. This is real shit. Okay, it's not new. And we've been warning. That's why really motherfuckers that get jacked up that are not a part of this truth, man, we could care less. That's they deserve that, man. All right, now you got brothers that of course we're still in this flesh. So and they are gonna be brothers. It's a difference though. The brothers who perish in the faith, they're going to be resurrected in these last days, right along with the rest of the righteous men that passed on. Now, these wicked ass niggas that died that get their judgment, they're going, if anything, if they raised up, they're going to be raised up to get burnt again by the missiles, man. If anything, all right? But they're not going into the kingdom. They're not going to be delivered because they're not of the elect. The kingdom of heaven is just for the elect. So this is 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the season, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you. And right now, it's crystal clear. He's saying, look, y'all should know what it is, man. And when I seen that, I was like, oh, shit. I said, yeah, these motherfuckers are really pushing it. You know how they do. Esau works with a term called gradualism. Years ago, the Spirit had me do a show on it, going into gradualism, how they basically, they gradually get you to accept certain things. Like this whole thing with this nasty agenda. See how now it's embraced by everybody except us? Before it wasn't like that. One time, that's why they had to be in the closet. And they didn't just bust out the closet, busting loose or whatever. No, they tiptoed out of the closet like fairies, Till one time, and once they was out the closet, they was creeping around like some little lowlifes until all these laws circulated, this happened, and then that Babylon juice, that Babylon bubbly juice jumped on everybody else. So now, eventually it became accepted. Now they made it part of the curriculum in the kindergarten or whatever. Back in the 80s, that wasn't a fluke. Back in the 50s, they had commercials saying beware the faggot. This is here in America. They had some old sleazy ass Edomite dude, because Esau, he's the original, Ham is the original faggot, but in this day and age, over on this side of the earth, he's the original homo, two-spirit ass devil. But then Jake went and surpassed him. Like the scriptures tell you how once Jake get a hold of something, boy, forget about it. But it said, but at the times and the seasons, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall, so a lot of Jake and and I'm not even mad at a lot of guys that are falling off or resigning, that don't want to, don't want to do this work no more. I'm not even mad, because there's going to be guys that got to fit that prophecy. All right, we just issue a warning to you brothers. There's none of you brothers can say that you wasn't warned or you wasn't told. So when the Lord comes, it's going to be fixed. See, the Lord has us doing things, and it's a reason. We just serve the Lord, and we just tell you brothers what we know. But that's the Lord marking a lot of you guys. So when the Most High move upon a lot of you guys that fell out the truth, all right, it's going to be justified, and everybody going to know. And then the people that are in the know, it's going to cause them to fear even more. Because Jake don't learn until they get their head bust, man. Here it is. We telling you what's going to happen. We telling you, look, brothers, that ain't the move, or don't be doing that. Brothers, stop with the fucking bullshit. But, a lot of guys, fuck that. I do what I want to do. I'm a man. I grew up, I've been through this. And a lot of you niggas ain't put off the old man. You still got the old mentality. you know. But you're trying to mix it with the truth. Well, I used to be this, that, and the third before I came in the truth. You know, I used to be the top gangster or whatever. That don't mean shit if you come into the truth. You're supposed to humble yourself, and that's supposed to you're supposed to put that off. You know, you got brothers that was in the military, right? They sit there and maybe they might have had rank. You know, some might have went to war, some might not have. Some might have went through what they call it, the ROC school or whatever. But they think that because that pride that they learned from there and whatever rank that they acquired, they think that equates to them being in the truth, that they have that same rank or whatever. Nah, you're supposed to put that old man off. All right? You're supposed to put that old man off. You got brothers that come into this world that was of a great stature, that was could have been actors and or entertainers, ball players, or might have been millionaires, billionaires, or whatever, been in this world. Look, if this Lord bring you into this truth, all of that is done. That's of the past, man. You don't have that stature, then you a brother, you a servant. And if you brothers are sincere, you will be humble. You know, you will be humble, and you wouldn't be talking about what your status and how, you know what I'm saying, bragging about what you did, or every 5 minutes talking about, what you acquired when you was in this world. The Most High don't give a fuck about all that. You see? I'm going to tell you something. The real men of the Lord are the prophets, the men, like the elders, the apostles, the great men that, I learned this truth from, that came out there and battle week in and week out with the elements, with the demons, with Esau, out there teaching his word, man, getting his word out. There's a reason why this word or this gospel is through the four corners of the earth. All right, and it's not because of anything of the world. No money or nothing allowed this thing to progress like it did to the level. It's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all right, that he poured upon his holy men, his prophets. You see? But Shalakia, verse 2, it said, "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So that's what's going to happen with these devils. It said they're not going to escape. So that's why we're not worried. We see Esau doing all this shit. I mean, we in the flesh, so yeah, it angers us to see all this fucking nasty shit they got going on and all the, fuckery. It almost feels like they're getting away, but we know that the Lord is bringing that destruction, and we're seeing, and what's happening, like I said, this hits a little different because the vibe that's out here now, you see that pretty much, which Esau managed, through that snake piss, he got rid of a lot of people. See, a lot of people are bugged out more than ever. People just through. You look at the state of people. Jake is all sick. Jake is all poisoned, should I say, dropping like flies, you see? And then there's things that's happening, even like with the going around the world, how even not just here, but it's a global economic issues. So Lord willing, we're going to get to that. All right. This is back in Revelations, which we'll hit that again. But now let me go to this article real quick and bring some more of this information out. It said Russian state TV hosts discussed the possibility of a war. It's not no possibility, it's an inevitability. It's going to happen. All right. And how we see it, man, it's not going to be, speaking with the apostle of Rakah, out here with the apostle Rakah and the rest of the Dallas brothers, talking with the other apostles, the head elder apostles, back at the main camp, and the Connecticut elders. The sentiment on all of us, we're saying that, nah, this is not gonna go no 10 years. 50, like we'd be surprised if it go past a year or two, But I mean, we're not saying the exact date. We just telling you how we see according to the signs. Like it's not too much left, man. And they're pushing that charagma, and this thing's gonna happen quick. It's not gonna be like 8 months. Here it is, they implement the charagma. That in 8 months, or 2 years. Let me not even say 8 months. Let me say 2 years later. Then they start rounding up people in concentration camps. And another 2 years later, then they start going starting war. And another 2. Nah, it's not gonna go down like that, man. All right, that's what it'll tell you that in Isaiah the 47th chapter. But that's why. That spirit is there, that spirit of war. The Lord said he was going to put his hand on these Russians, man. And this is what you see happening. So it says, they discussed the possibility of a war that expands outside of Ukraine on Tuesday. And of course, because you got everybody's attention is over there. You got the United States in there. They're still bombing certain areas and everything. And that's collateral damage more than anything, because what they do, a lot of them areas a lot of time Esau want to take over areas anyway and use it for another purpose. So they destroy it through different means. They'll either stage a bombing attack, they'll implode buildings, or they'll bomb it. So because what has to happen afterwards? It has to be rebuilt. All right, and they got all the contractors, you see. But anyway, I jumped down. Was a point. When we read this part, it says Margarita Simonyan, journalist and head of the RT, told viewers, which they banned RT because they don't want information like this coming out. All right, they want people in these dumbass American people to be left in the fucking dark, which is happening. It says told viewers that a nuclear war could be okay because we're all going to die someday. Yeah, y'all gonna die, okay? Y'all gonna die. And that's a grim reality that they have to face. And see, these people over here, these stupid ass dummies, and that's why we always tell you about these people, these stupid ass people in America, man. They are stupid. Nobody could even consider that. Over there in Russia, this is how they think. In these other countries, day to day, they know that could be their last. But over here, people see all this shit happening and they all, well, you know, it's going to be all right. The government is going to fix it. It's going to get back to. No, it's not, man. This is the prophecy. The Lord spoke on these things happening. And that's what this is. And since we're here in Revelations 11, go here real quick just to get to the prophecy, showing you that this was prophesied about this great destruction that's coming. And the way things are going right now, man, we see this thing happening soon, man. Whether it be, you know, within this, you know, the end of this winter, the following year, it's soon, like it's real soon, you know, and that's why you gotta, you know, everything you do, you gotta say, Lord willing, man, because, you know, we don't know what's gonna be the next play or the next move from day to day, as far as, you know, we're underneath the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. When he's ready to make this thing happen, we can't force it to happen. We can't, you know, like you had Jake back in the past try to do that. No. But just know that it's not long away, and we are going to see it and partake in it. So, you know, brothers just got to hold tight, like we've been. And the Most High is giving us enough things to keep us going, man. One, this knowledge, and then two, the Most High is bringing to pass all these prophecies, man. And right now, this is a different time period, man. There's never been a time like it, and we've been from the jump. But we told you each year is going to get different. Then before the so-called, happened, 2019 and all that, right? The thing that they don't want us to talk about. You got a question, why they don't want us to talk about these things? The Charagma and all this stuff. But you know why. They killing all kind of people that do talk, or they banning them. But anyway, we've been telling you that tough times are going to come. Isaiah 32, right, and 9, about these careless women. These women are about to get fucked up, man. I mean, they getting fucked up now. Trust me, they getting, you know, and they try to keep it under, you know, they trying to keep it under wraps. You got Jakes just going off, just wilding out, beating the shit out of bitches, beating them to death, shooting bitches, and, you know, bitches are getting caught with so-called straight bullets. That's all the judgment of the Lord. The Lord in was it Isaiah 32 and 9? You know, this is the times that we're in. Isaiah 32. Well, I'll start the first verse. It says, "Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness." That king is speaking about Yahweh Shai. "And princes shall rule in judgment." Yeah, that's talking about the elect, the men. It said, "And a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind," meaning the elect man of the Lord, the elect brother, the Israelite brother that's of the elect. All right, because why? In these days, the Lord is going to have it to where we're going to be shining brighter than anybody. See, a lot of people are messed up because they don't have the answers, man. A lot of death is coming. These people don't know how to fucking deal with death out here in this world, man. These people are afraid of death. They think that death that ends everything. They don't understand nothing about it. Like, they don't understand that there's another life to come, that the Lord brings your spirit back. You know, so these people are carnal. They don't have no faith. They don't trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So they're going to be out here. People going to be starving, man. They're going to be embracing a damn cup of noodles, man. They might eat one cup of noodle soup for the whole damn week. Start looking all crazy. You know how your body starts breaking down and everything when it's starved? A lot of these things are going to happen because why? They're not listening. They didn't listen to the word of the Lord. And then now these hoes, they're gonna be seeing the minute the Lord, the truth. Because the Lord is gonna take care of us. All right, and we got the faith that Yahweh Shem Shai is gonna take care of us. We believe in the Lord took care of Elijah and the other prophets. So we ain't tripping. And at the end of the day, we know that if it's our time to go, we know where we're going. You see? But it says, and a man should be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. Yeah, the tempest, that storm, man. All right, I mean, that storm of hell. All right, that hell storm is coming, man. Whereas you're going to have people wanting to die, drop dead. Okay, it's going to be worse than just, what that snake venom did to people. It's going to get worse, man. The Most High is going to, and that's why these devils always working out. The Most High got them doing that at the end of the day, because the Most High is with decreasing the population. The scriptures say the slain of the Lord should be many. I mean, that's when Yahweh Shai comes back, but the Most High said that a lot of people are going to die. Only very few people is going to escape the destruction that's coming to America, and that's just the truth, the grim reality of things. So these women, they're gonna stop all that proud bullshit. They're gonna be hoping to get with brothers, but a lot of these women it's gonna be actors denied. Brothers like, nah, I'm good, man. Get your ass back out there, and she's gonna fucking just starve to death and die. Now, not saying that there ain't a woman that's gonna make it, but it's not gonna be a whole majority of the people that die. It's gonna die. It's gonna be women. So you tell me what that means, all right? But it says a man should be as an hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place. Yeah, we're gonna be like an oasis in the desert to these, to other Jakes too, these dudes that fell off or that was in these other camps that fought against the truth. Because you got certain niggas that they have no morals. When it comes time to survive, they'll do whatever. You got women they've done it. You got women that pimped out their young daughters that wasn't of age to some foul, wicked ass nigga just so she could either get high or maybe she didn't. And some of these women are not even on drugs. They just fucking demons, man. They just got a sex demon, and they just commit adultery with any nigga. They open up, like the scripture say, they open up their legs they open up the quiver for every arrow that passes by. And then you're my daughter, go ahead, I'm talking about the black woman. I know certain situations that went down like this, more than one. So this is something that happens a lot, you see? So that shows you a woman will do anything. A woman will sell her fucking kid. All right? She'll give a kid up to adoption, to the state. She'll sell a kid for drugs or whatever. So these women, all that pride that they got and they coming with, man, it's gonna be broken up. Then a lot of them gonna be looking like hell too anyway, because why? All these bitches are fucking phony plastic bitches anyway, man. All right? Ain't nothing really real about these bitches, man. So, brothers ain't gonna really, you know what I'm saying? Brothers ain't gonna be feeling that, man. But anyway, in the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that shall hearken. Yeah, meaning the elect, the prophets, the men of the Lord. All right, and those that are of that elect that's following the prophets and the word of Yahweh Shem Shai through the mouth of his holy prophets. Okay, it's a reason why the Lord, and I got to mention the holy prophets dealing with the now you know them as the apostles, the head elder apostles on down. Okay, because the Most High gave us this truth to be that light in these dark times. All right, it said the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. That's the brothers coming into this truth. But the Lord is pouring a spirit upon us, and he's raising us up in front of Esau in the midst of all this confusion. And that shows the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It said the vile person shall be no more called liberal. The vile person, that low light, that's the devil, Esau. So these niggas is tripping up here trying to side with these devils. Oh no, you gotta do this, the experts say this, and you stupid fucking nigga. The Lord said the vile person shall be no more called liberal. This devil ain't gonna have to, right now he's free to do his wickedness. He's free to take over territories and take different lands from people. He's free to force poison down your throat. He's free to take your kids. He's free to shoot you niggas. The scriptures say the vile person should no more be called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. Yeah, meaning that wicked motherfucker is said to be blessed. They're not gonna be saying, oh, this is a blessing to be a white man. Because you got niggas that be timing, caping for these damn devils. Because why? Esau, right now, Esau has everything, so it seems. But the Lord said, nor the church should be said to be bountiful. And that day it ain't going to be, which is happening now. All right? It's not going to be popular to be a Edomite, a cracker. All right? You got a lot of these, especially the Latino tribes and the nigga tribes, or black ass niggas sitting there trying to act like I'm American. I'm not black. I'm American. Yeah, I'm white. I'm a gringo. I'm no moreno. Okay, well, keep being like that in these times that's coming. Because it's not going to be, and it really is not really a popular time to be an Edomite anyway. Everywhere you go, the Most High got people condemning them and bringing up all your past because, they talk about Jake's rap sheet, but Esau's rap sheet will wrap around the whole damn planet and then some. It says, for the vile person will speak villainy. And that's what you see him on these TV. Here it is. Everybody know that this snake piss been killing people, right? But they sitting there forcing it and they coming with, oh yeah, now you got to do this, do that. I mean, which I don't want to speak on too much on this, but really I don't give it. They could strike whatever, they could do whatever they want to do because they're not going to stop the Most High's prophecies. Romans 3 and 1. All right. What if someone did not believe? Should they unbelief make the faith of the Most High to none effect? The Most High forbid. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. So they're not going to stop nothing. It says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and in his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy. And that's what these devils are doing. All right. And to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. So, that show you that they're the ones that's setting up these different shortages or whatever. Remember, people were locked down in their houses. You couldn't even get bottled water. Something that, which really, how the hell are you selling water? It's showing you that this devil is a damn demon, man. Something that the Most High made freely, all right? They want to sell it to you and then make it to where you need water, right? You need water. So they poison your water supply going in the house. So really, you can't drink your water, tap water, right? Because you got that city water where they got all kind of different diseases and venom and poison and stuff in it that's been destroying our people. So if you go to buy some bottled water, now they start saying, oh, you can only buy one case because there's a shortage. Why? They're making that shortage. All these shortages, everything is man-made, all this. But at the end of the day, it's of the Most High because the Lord said these times are going to happen, like we're reading about. It says he make empty the souls of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. That sounds like a famine to me. All right. And again, there's certain items that you can't even get. There's certain stores that, like the smallest things, like spices. There's one place that I go to make a soup. I should go to buy the soup that they used to make. He used to tell me, he said, look, man, we can't find the ingredients to make it. He said, man, we can't find it. Them Benjamite soups and chicken soups, them joints be on point, man, if they make it right. But now they can't make it because they don't have a lot of the spices and everything. So it's done by the elites. The elites, that's these villains, man. As the scriptures call them, a bunch of goddamn villains. All right. It says to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the churl are evil. And when you look up that word instrument, right, it means like devices. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. If I can see if I can pull it up. Oops. Salakia. No, that's not it. Bear with me. Here we go. There we go. Kalaya, okay, from Kalaha. It said an article, a vessel, implement, utensil. All right, like you got a fork. So, basically they dining on the people, the stupid ass American people, and especially you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians. So this is bad, man. All right, it said the instruments, right? It says hold on. It said the instruments also the churl are evil. All right, it's speaking about the churl is a wicked ass man, a wicked motherfucker. That's speaking about the so-called white man. But now it says the instruments, right? It says like a utensil, like a fork, because they just digging into people. Oh man, I keep pulling up the wrong thing. It's Salaki, brothers. Let's read on some more of this. Hold on. Salakia. Pulled up the wrong thing again. This thing is out. Here we go. So again, this is for the word, the instruments, the instrument of the churl. See, it kept pulling up the word, the Hebrew word for churl, which means a conniver, scoundrel. And we know who that is. That's dealing with the so-called white man, man. That's Esau. And it said his instruments, it says what? Article, because you see we reading articles where they got different laws that they passing to justify them, basically, making you take the Qaragma. All right, that's what it leads up to, you know. They got anti-hoarding laws. They got all of that because you got some people that you got doomsday preppers that trying to get, a prep for this thing. And they got laws that really make all the American citizens enemy combatants. So at any time they can come into your house and storm through your house, just like what was happening over there in Ukraine. They saying how the Russian soldiers are going up inside the Ukrainian houses and, shooting up the family and raping the women. Well, the same thing is going to be happening here in America, man. That's why I said no longer should you be called tender and delicate. That type of warfare that happens over there in the Middle East and over there in Europe and everything, that's going to be brought here to the United States, man. It's going to get real up in here, man. A lot, like we said, man, a lot of you fucking hoes are going to catch hell, man. You're going to be looking to run to the police because a bitch love to call the cops, right? Well, it's going to come a time you don't call the cops. Well, one, you ain't going to, a brother going to end up answering. That's one, so you ain't going to get no help there. And two, you might see a cop in the street and go to flag him down. He might hit you upside your head and strike Poppy right there. Because it's going to be anarchy, man. In a lot of these different cities, man. A lot of these cities. And it's already happening. You got a lot of, and look, a lot of these different cops out there. I mean, you got your gung-ho officer Hoyts out there, right? But most of these motherfuckers are Alonzos, man. Most of these cops, they all got, and it's coming out about the different dirt. You got cops that are moving all kind of weight. You got cops in sex rings. You got cops that doing hits. You got these cops are wicked. So in that day, these hoes gonna be going looking for help, and they ain't gonna get it. They gonna get what they were running away from. Somebody gonna get you, man. The scriptures talk about that, man. And I remember Apostle Paul used to bring that out years ago that these women are gonna be booties, man. All right, they're gonna be booties, man. Spoils. All right, they're gonna be motherfuckers just gonna be snatching them up, doing whatever they want with them. All right, in a lawless society, what you think is gonna happen? Then all you so-called army trained military. At the end of the day, you don't have, your moral fiber is that you're a fucking woman, all right? You're a fucking woman. So all of that training and butchy dyke spirit, man, that shit's gonna go out the door when shit get real. When Mosai put some real motherfuckers up on your ass, there ain't gonna be nothing you can do about it. And these are the things that are coming because why? This is judgment, man. This is Babylon the Great, all right? And the Mosai is getting ready to destroy this place, man. And we see the signs. We see it. We see it. We see it. We see it. So for the instruments, it says implement. Yeah, they implement in what? The New World Order through these various things that we told you. But they don't realize that the Most High is bringing his order in. So that's why he's controlling these damn devils. And then ultimately he's gonna take control over those missiles because they don't want a nuclear war. Even though they said, look, we're all gonna die someday. That's just them. They gotta sit there and think that, but they don't want that. It said Russian television has consistently, now going back to the article, Salakia, has consistently discussed the ideal of war spreading beyond just Ukraine, promoting the ideal of an inevitable war against Europe and the world, right? But it's really going to be against America and the world because why? Let me get the other scripture in Obadiah, right? Obadiah 1. And is it 10? Oh, Salakia. Obadiah 1 and 7, 1 and 6. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? So that's speaking about this devil, man, Esau. All right. It says, all the men of thy confederacy, meaning all these other people that are in league, that are together with these devils, have brought thee even to the border. Because why? They all gonna eventually turn, all like the NATO, right now, NATO's being spearheaded by the United States. They don't like that shit. It's beef. They got, even though that they following protocol or whatever, but eventually they're gonna turn against the United States, man. They ain't forgot all the shit that America's done, and they don't like the fact that America sit there and America is opposing, man. Like we just read, the biggest hypocrite, which all these devils are, but America is like the top. This is the top. Destruction is coming down in America. You got these real devils over here in America, and then the other nations that's over there in the Middle East, Europe, and throughout, they can't stand America, man. 'Cause America's a big hypocrite. They know that this bitch is, here it is, they judge all these other nations of crimes or how they treat their people, and they know the whole history of this place, man. First of all, you stole this place from the Native American Indians and pushed them out to some fucked up reservations, man. And you continue in every part where you said you wasn't gonna fuck with them, you continue to go and take over that land that you gave them. And when you said you wasn't gonna fuck with them, you went over there and fucked with them, raided their villages and gave them all kind of diseases and stuff. Then you brought the so-called Negroes over here and destroyed them, put them on blocks. All right, they fucked you to this day. Ain't nothing changed. You see, so these other nations is like, how you gonna talk shit about us when you do even worse crimes? You see, so this thing is gonna blow open, and it's gonna eventually all hands are gonna be pointing against America, these damn devils. All right, and it's gonna be that's that World War III that's brewing, man. It's brewing. You know how when the coffee's almost ready, you see it bubbling and everything. The pot that you making coffee or your tea, and then you getting ready, like, all right, maybe about another not even 5 minutes, another minute, I'm gonna turn it off. It's to that point. Okay, it's to that point where it's starting to bubble. All right, the boiling pot is starting to bubble. All these things are being culminated, and this tension is built up. And then on top of that, what they're doing to the Lord's elect by trying to starve us out, just like they did in the past. All right, but it said, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee. Because right now, there's a lot of people that's back in the United States, these other countries, but the scriptures say they have deceived thee. And it wasn't just Russia, all right, because Russia had to go along because, which it was that time. But it's these other nations as well. It says, they have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. See? And that's the only reason why these people, let's face it, Esau, they stole everything in the earth and they bought the love of these other nations. But when you go in Revelations 18, I don't know if we're going to get to it, but it tells you how these other nations, when the Lord destroy America, they're going to be pissed off not because they love Esau, right? These other heathens, they worship Esau because they know the money that they could make off of this devil through the merchandise, through the merchants. So that's why they were going to be mad. Not that they cared about this devil, you see. So they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee, and there is none understanding in him. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau. So that's why Esau is through, man. The Most High is destroying the understanding, man. They don't even know what the hell they're doing. They're playing right into the Lord's hand. Okay? So now, all right. So now back when we read verse 7, it said the instruments also back in Isaiah 32, the instruments also of the churl are evil. All right, the instruments going into what? The implementation, the forks, the things that they're using to afflict us, man, and they're evil. Like this one of the main things that they implemented was, again, we got to speak in code, but the snake piss, all right, that venomous disease that they poison people with, you see? So now I want to go back a little more into that word instrument that they had there, because that was, some heavy stuff. Kalaya. All right, it says an article, an object, a utensil, implement, apparatus, vessel, implement of hunting or war. You see? An implement of hunting or war. So that's what they're doing. They do all these things that are happening, is basically them preparing war against us. Because why? They never loved us. They never cared about us. That's why you got these stupid, simple niggas trying to get into politics and look, we got to mimic these. Man, fuck you niggas, man. All you political ass niggas, fuck all you niggas, man. Look, man, the Most High don't need no spooks to sit behind no door. The Lord Yahweh Shai is bringing salvation. He's going to uplift us up out of here, man. All right? And you're not going to lift yourself up out of here. All you black liberation niggas out there, which a lot of you are staged, a lot of you are set up, should I say. Then there's some that's sincere, but at the end of the day, you're still off, man. That's not what it is, man. The Most High ain't dealing with none of that neither, man. All right? And really, that's why only the elect men of the Lord is gonna make it. Which I pray and hope that I'm of that number, right along with the rest of you brothers. You see, but it said implement for hunting or war. Now let's see if we go to the Book of Lamentations, real quick. Lamentations, the 4th chapter, is around 18. Yeah, there you go, boom. It says, this is Lamentations 4 and 16. It said, the anger of the Lord hath divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders. Speaking about our people. So that's why Esau think he's so mighty and smart. No, we fucked up. So that's why the Lord raised up his nobody as his rotten, low down, dirty, scoundrel ass motherfucking crackers that they are. The Lord raised them up over us because we fucked up. But it said, as for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain hope. Yeah, because hope in America or any of these other nations and in this so-called white man is in vain. Because why? He's against you. The scriptures say never trust thine enemy. He's always looking to overthrow you, afflict you, punish you, put hell upon you. All right, it's no coincidence that Jake got all these different diseases. We got the worst of the fools. I mean, we'll go on and on about it. It's no coincidence. But you stupid, dumbass niggas that sit there and try to want to be buddy and no, we got to change and hate is wrong. Man, you guys are lost and the Lord is going to take you niggas out of here, man. You're taking up space at this point, man. All right? And the Most High, he sees it, and it's not that he's going to let you keep, just like Esau. The Lord's going to take Esau out. He's going to take out the rest of you simple, stupid ass niggas, man. And especially more so y'all, because Esau's the devil. Y'all supposed to know better. So the Lord going to get you niggas, man. All right? But it said, in our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. And is that not our people, man? You got these stupid ass niggas, and especially these fucking hoes, man. You know, these stupid ass women, they up there talking about voting, you know, running for different political, you know, politics and all that shit. You see? It says, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. It said they hunt our steps, that we could not go in our streets. Is that not what we was just reading about in Isaiah the 32nd chapter? It said they hunt our steps, meaning what? They put the National Guards and the military out there to make sure that you stay in the house. All right? And see, and that was just a little tester, you know, about what, a little over a year ago when they had the quarantines when they first hit. Okay? And don't think that they're not going to quarantine people again. It's going to get, when they do it, it's going to be on even a higher level, man. Before they started arresting a few people, but they were a little bit, you know, overseas in Europe, they were more stricter with the lockdowns as far as like locking people up. But it's going to come right back all over again. And a lot of you niggas are going to be caught up into this shit, man. You know? And then a lot of you, if you don't get killed right on the spot, then some of you are going to get marched right into a concentration camp. All right? But it says they hunt our steps, that we could not go in our streets. Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. Yeah, here in America. See, the Lord said, let Jerusalem know her warfare is accomplished, for she have received at the Lord's cup double. But they don't want to hear that, you know. So it says, for our end is come. It said, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Speaking about these devils. And is that not a symbol that the white man loves to use? The symbol of the eagle? It said, our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Excuse me. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. Yeah, the sieges that they laid. Okay, they'll sit there and surround like, hey, they're going to have to come out eventually, right? It said, the breath of our nostrils, the anointed of the Lord, was taken in their pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen. All right, but anyway, well, let me read 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, which is speaking about the so-called white man today. We don't went into the breakdown of Edom. Don't listen to these clowns telling you that the Edomites are done away with. That never happened. That's a bold-faced lie. It said that dwells in the land of Uz. Uz was a city in Babylon, which America today is modern-day Babylon. Unto thee, O Slakia, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked, meaning they're exposed. So now these devils are being exposed. You see, and that's why things are ramping up. Because why? It's basically the Most High is tired of this fucking place, man. The Lord's bound by his word, so prophecy has to happen. But the Most High ain't playing for America to keep rebounding and keep none. The Lord's about to bring this bitch down, man. Destruction is long overdue. And that's the spirit that's on all of us. We all feel in the spirit that, look, man, this thing is about to go down, man, real soon. So that's why brothers got to stay in your lot, stay in position through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Continue on, increasing in the work of the Lord, man. But I didn't get to go to none of the scriptures I thought I was gonna go to. But that's all right because that's how the spirit. It's not my program. I just pray that brothers were edified. I know I might have been all over a little bit, but pray brothers are edified. And with that, I'm gonna end it there to the next show, Lord willing. I say Shalom, Ka'alau, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, Barakathum, Shalom.